Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and some more Advanced Warfare news. You guys know Advanced Warfare? Have you guys heard about that game? It's coming out in like 2 weeks. It doesn't seem like it's that close, but it really is. It's rapidly approaching. We've learned some new stuff today about the game modes that are going to be featured within Advanced Warfare. It's pretty cool. So this is actually shared by Newsweek magazine. That's right, Newsweek magazine. They had a 60-page developer handbook as a feature in Newsweek magazine. I don't read Newsweek. I don't read magazines in general, but I did find this on the Advanced Warfare subreddit, and the person that posted it was kind enough to actually give us sources and kind enough to actually put a bunch of pictures kind of proving and confirming all this stuff without me having to run down to the store and pick up my own copy of Newsweek magazine and read that kind of stuff. What this is doing is actually going to be confirming 12 game modes that are going to be in Advanced Warfare. Now, these game modes are going to include Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Free For All, Momentum, which is a new game mode, but at the same time it's an older game mode. It's basically a reimagination of the game mode War from Call of Duty World at War, and it was also in Call of Duty 3. I think those are the only 2 games it was in, but it's a very good game mode. I've been wanting for it to come back for a very long time. It's finally coming back. It's called Momentum in Advanced Warfare. We've got Domination, classic game mode. We've got Search and Rescue, which we saw for the first time in Ghost. We've got Hardpoint, which has only been featured in Black Ops 2 prior to this. We've got Capture the Flag. We've got Search and Destroy. We've got Uplink, brand new game mode to Advanced Warfare. We've got Gun Game, and we've got Infected. Those are the 12 game modes that this article is actually going to be confirming for us. They're actually going to be in Advanced Warfare. We have a pretty good mesh. I gotta say, we have a pretty good mesh of game modes. If you think we got our classics, like we got Team Deathmatch and Free For All, those are 2 staples that a lot of people like to play. We've got Kill Confirmed, which to me is a way better version of Team Deathmatch. In fact, I play a ton of Kill Confirmed when I play Black Ops 2, so I'm definitely excited to see that returning. We've got Momentum. That's gonna be freaking great. I can't wait for that, man. I want to really try it out. I want to see how good it is, you know, because War was a great game mode, World at War. One of my favorites. I love the way it was played. I loved everything about it, right? I'm excited to see it return in Call of Duty. It's the first time it's been in a Call of Duty game since 2008. A lot of people that are watching this video probably didn't play World at War. You probably haven't been playing Call of Duty that long, so you probably never even had, you know, a taste of this game mode. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see how people react to it. I'm definitely excited for Momentum. Then of course we have our tried and trues, man. We got Domination, we've got Search and Destroy. We even have Search and Rescue in there, which is pretty interesting that there's, you know, the 2 Search and Destroy variants in there. Even though Search and Destroy has always been like the great game mode that a lot of people like to play, Search and Rescue is kind of no slouch. People still like to play it, and I guess Infinity Ward did kind of a good job by making it so we couldn't play Search and Destroy for like the first month of Ghost being out, making it so we had to try Search and Rescue, and I guess it worked out because there are still people that like Search and Rescue. Me personally, if I had to pick between the 2, I'm definitely going with Search and Destroy. You still have that extra pressure of like grabbing tags and stuff like that. You can snipe people from across the map and be okay, but at the same time though, you think of Search and Rescue, it kind of gets rid of those BS deaths, you know. If someone like randomly like spawn snipes you, your teammate can just go grab your tag, assuming he doesn't get sniped too, and then you're right back in the fight. It's a good twist, but it's kind of nice. They give you that choice. So you have Search and Destroy or Search and Rescue. They're both in the game. You can play that. Of course, we got Hardpoint, which was a great game mode. A lot of people really seem to enjoy in Black Ops 2, making a return. I think a lot of people were disappointed that Hardpoint itself wasn't actually featured in Ghost. And then we got a couple of party-style game modes. We've got Infected. We have Gun Game in there, as well as a brand new game mode, Uplink. A lot of people are going to be trying that out. It's going to be pretty fun. We have a good mesh of game modes here for Advanced Warfare, I gotta say, but I've also got to point out there's a severe lack of other game modes in here that aren't confirmed, but not to say that's not going to be in the game, but they were not confirmed by this article as actually being in the game. There's a bunch of game modes that have come out in Call of Duty over the years. You think of Ground War, we've heard nothing. We've seen hide nor hair of Ground War in Advanced Warfare. A lot of people are speculating because of the fact that no one's really mentioning Ground War that it is going to be in the game. A lot of people are thinking that, but they're thinking it's going to take the route the Call of Duty Ghost set, where they're going to have it be featured on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox One, but not included on the PlayStation 3 and on the Xbox 360, which sounds really crappy. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. How does that even make any sense? Hey, we can't handle Ground War. Call of Duty Ghost is so advanced we can't handle Ground War on the 360 and on the PlayStation 3, whereas Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2 and World at War and COD 4, they all supported Ground War, baby. They all supported it. It was fine. They all supported it just fine, but Call of Duty Ghost was apparently too advanced because of their Levolution, where you shoot at a ladder and it falls down, or you can knock over the logs over there in Prison Break. Is that the Levolution that's making it so we can't play Ground War? I don't get it. Did they ever actually give us a good reason as to why Ground War was not on the 360 and on the PlayStation 3? It's horrible. But we haven't heard anything about Ground War. I would definitely like to see that. We haven't heard anything about Sabotage, which Sabotage is like a game mode that I think is going to be extinct here pretty soon, as well as Headquarters. I don't think Headquarters is going to be making a comeback. You think of Sabotage, it was always the least played game mode. It always was. In all the older Call of Duty games, Sabotage was always in there, but it was always the least played game mode, because no one ever played it until eventually they stopped putting it in Call of Duty games. Same thing kind of goes for Headquarters. It was, at first, like back in Call of Duty 4 and in World at War, it was actually a very popular game mode. I guess during Modern Warfare 2 was pretty popular as well, but it slowly started to decline in the player count over the years until eventually they stopped putting in Headquarters. And then you factor in the fact that Hardpoint is basically a better version of Headquarters. I think Headquarters is not going to be making a return either, but I would like to see Sabotage. Believe it or not, I'm one of those weird people, man. Sabotage was always the least played game mode in Call of Duty, but I liked playing it because of quickies. Who's ever heard of Sabotage quickies? Anyone? Raise your hand. Why do I actually ask you guys to raise your hands? It's not like I can freaking see you. But still, Sabotage was a great game mode. I like to play it because of quickies, where basically you get like a full party, right? Which you see me in my games. I usually have 2 or 3 friends minimum playing with me, because for me, Call of Duty's not fun unless I'm playing with my friends. Like, I don't play Call of Duty solo all that often, so I'm always playing with my friends, right? If I'm playing Call of Duty. If my friends are around to play Call of Duty, I play something else, right? That's how that works. So we get a few of us on, and best yet, if we get like a party of 6, you go into Sabotage, and you do what's called a quickie, where basically you just rush the bomb, you grab the bomb, you plant the bomb, and you win the game in a matter of like 45 seconds. And it's very, very fun to do that. I love doing that, man. It's so much fun to do. Just going for these Sabotage quickies. Sabotage quickies were great. It was also kind of annoying, though, because we spent more time in the pre-game lobby than we did the actual game, because no one ever played Sabotage. It was always a very underpopulated playlist where a lot of people didn't play it. And because of that, it kind of took a little bit to get people in the lobby to get into our match, and then have us face them, and then we would just whoop through them so quickly that they would leave, then we had to find new people, and we spent more time in the pregame lobby than we actually did playing Sabotage. That's how fun it was. But those game modes probably not returning. Sabotage and Headquarters. What about Team Tactical? We've heard nothing about Team Tactical with the basic, 4-on-4 or sometimes 3-on-3 game mode. Where's that? We haven't heard anything about that. We've heard nothing about Demolition. We haven't really heard anything about party games in general. Of course, we've seen stuff like Infected and Gun Game, which are both going to be making a return in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We know about that, but where's Sharpshooter? We haven't heard about that. We've heard about Sticks and Stones. Haven't heard about All or Nothing. Haven't heard about One in the Chamber. Haven't heard really about any of these things. Is that going to happen? I would think it would be awesome if Advanced Warfare had a party games kind of a playlist where you could go in there, you could choose, kind of like we could in Black Ops 2. You could choose to go play Gun Game or Sharpshooter or Sticks and Stones or One in the Chamber or whatever it is you felt like playing, right? Having a party games playlist is a cool thing. I would like them to do that. We don't know if they have it. They may not, but we do know for a fact that Gun Game and Infected are going to be in there. We haven't heard much about multi-team. Michael Condrey, I believe it was, actually did come out and say that multi-team would not be on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on November 4th when the game releases, right? He said it will not be there, but that kind of hints to me that if enough people kind of want it, or maybe they'll release it down the line, because they occasionally just add things to make it seem like they're actually supporting the game and make it seem like they really care. Like, a month down the line, we'll be like, hey, here's multi-team, have a brand new game mode, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, it's like, we kind of wanted that from the start. Why don't you just put that in from the beginning? So multi-team may be making a comeback into Advanced Warfare, but we don't know that for a fact. We don't know that for a fact. All we know is it's not going to be on the disc when we actually get. What about Blitz? A lot of people really seem to like Blitz. It's kind of like the new Demolition in a way, especially for spawn trapping and stuff like that. But we haven't heard anything about Blitz. We haven't heard anything about Cranked. We haven't heard anything about Reinforced or Hunted or any of those game modes like that kind of came exclusively from Call of Duty Ghost, except for Search and Rescue. Search and Rescue, which is a game mode that was basically first implemented in Call of Duty Ghost, and it's actually being transferred over into Advanced Warfare. But all the other ones like Blitz, Reinforced, Cranked, Hunted, stuff like that, we haven't heard anything about that actually being featured in Advanced Warfare. And what about Mosh Pit? What about the good old-fashioned Mosh Pit, which is just a playlist of like random game modes all thrown together? Like, you join Mosh Pit, it could be Capture the Flag, it could be Domination, it could be Search and Rescue, it could be Kill Confirmed, it could be whatever. It could be just literally whatever. That's the fun of Mosh Pit. You never really know what you're going to get. It's pretty interesting because every single game, it's a brand new game mode. And if you're playing with a party of your friends like I usually do, that's kind of fun. Keeps you on your toes, If you're just playing Domination over and over and over again, it can kind of get stale. But if you're jumping into a Mosh Pit, you're like, oh crap, right now we're playing Capture the Flag or something like that. We're not used to playing Capture the Flag. We got to really focus and work together here, Mosh Pit could be a fun thing, but we haven't heard really anything about a Mosh Pit either. So while it was nice that today we have learned that these 12 game modes are actually going to be confirmed, once again, let's run over those. The game modes that are confirmed to be in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare are Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Free For All, Momentum, Domination, Search and Rescue, Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, Search and Destroy, Uplink, gun game, as well as Infected. Those are the 12 game modes confirmed to be in Advanced Warfare. We know for a fact those are going to be in there, but we haven't heard about all those other game modes I listed as well. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. Like I said, though, guys, Advanced Warfare is like less than 2 weeks away. It's very, very close. It's very, 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 very close, and we're going to be just pretty soon, before you know it, man, we're going to have our hands on this game, and we're going to have an entire new Call of Duty to play with, a whole new things to learn, a whole bunch of new things to experience, and it's going to be awesome. So let me know in the comments what game mode that is not already confirmed to be in Advanced Warfare are you really hoping is in Advanced Warfare, because this is one of those things, man, when it comes to favorites, it's all subjective. It's all just your personal preference and your personal opinion. There's some of you guys out there, I'm sure, that are hardcore Headquarters fans. You guys just love Headquarters, and you're kind of disappointed that it's not in Call of Duty games. Is that your favorite game mode? Are you hoping that makes a return to Advanced Warfare? Let me know about that. Let me know your ideas and your opinions on party games, how those can work. Let me know what game modes that are not confirmed for Advanced Warfare that you would actually like to see in Advanced Warfare. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys all found it informative, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.